Hello, legendary soul. In this pick a card reading, we are talking about grief, and we're talking about friend grief in particular. So while I shuffle, I will tell you a story and I will pray. So this pandemic has it has really clarified relationships. It's clarified the ones that feel healthy and viable. It's clarified the ones that feel sticky, toxic, codependent, unsettling. This pandemic has really highlighted for so many of us the areas where we still need to heal a lot, like a lot. And one way it showed up is in our relationships. And I don't think anybody is exempt from that, myself included. I had one of the very best friends, I thought, and we're not friends anymore now. And it's hard, y'all. It's hard, y'all. And in some ways, it feels like it's for the best. And in some ways, I still don't understand. But ultimately, I just miss my friend, and I don't really know where to go from here. There are some elders that I'm glad to have in my life, and they all tell me similar things. They're like, life is long. People come back around again if it's meant to be, sort of thing. And I'm glad that there are elders in my life, because truly I have not lived long enough to see that happen for me yet. It has not happened yet. So in the event that this resonates for you at all, and this is true for you at all, that when you have an ending with a really good friend, just somebody that was in your life for a while, or somebody that you thought would be in your life for a long while, and they're no longer around, I figured let's do this pick a card reading. Let's check in with your energy. Let's heal and grow together. Let's see what the tarot has to say. So, pile number 1 is, if you choose not to re-engage with this person or people, what's the gift? There is some gift that's being offered to you from the divine. Pile number 2. If you choose to re-engage with this person, what area of your life will transform? And for pile number 3, this is for any and everyone, just in general. What is the guidance in terms of what to do with the grief? How to move through it, how to navigate it. Divine Alchemist, angels and archangels, ancestors, for our highest good, our well ancestors, we invite you in at this time, and we thank you so much for the gift that is tarot. We thank you so much for the gift that is prayer. We thank you so much for the opportunity to commune together and to sit together, even when we're in pain, even when we're experiencing grief, even when we're deeply uncertain about what is next or where to turn. We're grateful that there are opportunities to sit and to connect to our intuition and to connect to our higher selves and to connect to y'all. Thank you for always and consistently being available and being present to whatever it is that we need or desire in this life journey, this human life journey that we're all on. Please guide my words. Please allow me to speak concisely, clearly, and to channel you all in a way that is uplifting, encouraging, and heartwarming to the viewer who may be going through a really hard time. All of these things we ask, and we thank you for all that you have done, all that you're currently doing, and all that you will do in service of the viewer and my own support and deep healing. Ashe. All right, let's dive in. Pile number 1, if you choose not to re-engage. So I intentionally asked it this way. The Princess of Sticks. I intentionally asked it this way because oftentimes in the tarot community, I have heard people say things like, are they coming back? Is this happening? Do they miss you? Things like that. Y'all, I don't know. I don't know. We could ask that. We could ask if this person misses you. But if we do so, I feel like what we'll end up doing is centering someone else in your story. You're the one watching. I don't know about cross-watching for the grief that you're feeling, you know? Let's just focus on you. For once, let's focus on you. We have the Knight of Swords, the Three of Swords reversed, the Seven of Cups. We have the Five of Pentacles reversed, the Magician, and the Devil. So, the gift. If you choose not to re-engage, if you choose not to re-engage, it might be pretty hard. You know? We often tend to pick people who feel like they reflect parts of us or reflect parts of us that we wish that we could embody. And the Princess of Sticks is such a free-spirited, extroverted, sort of self-assured and self-confident type of energy. So maybe this was the energy that your former friend had. Maybe they just knew who they were, and there was something about that that really inspired you. What I'm seeing here is this quickness within you. This really quick moving energy that you may have towards the embodiment of this confidence that your friend had. In a sense, we could see it as the way that the friendship was going before it ended. Maybe you were seeing this person as the embodiment of confidence, and you were seeing this person as the embodiment of self-assuredness, and you were forgetting that you also have this capacity within yourself. There was some sort of like illusion going on, and the illusion was causing some sort of self-neglect in a way. Maybe you were putting this friend up on a pedestal, seeing them as the agent of change and transformation in your life, going to them for advice and asking them things about your life before you really asked yourself. And while this grief may be heartbreaking, even still, whether this friendship ended a few months ago, a few years ago, last year, whenever whether it's still in the works and you can feel that it's shifting, there may be a fair amount of heartbreak and pain coming up for you. The gift within this that I see is you beginning, maybe for the first time in your life, to believe in yourself and to believe that you can command your reality, to believe that you can be the one who speaks over your life more than anyone else. You can be the one who has the final say over what it is you choose to do or what it is you choose not to do. Maybe you're feeling more creative. You're entertaining possibilities that this former friend might have said, might have had a lot of critique about, maybe felt jealousy around, maybe felt insecure when you wanted to do certain things, and instead of being able to support you or being able to be alongside you even in silence, they had critiques for you. And so the gift is that maybe for the first time, there is no one in your proximity to you that has the audacity to laugh at you, to critique you, to attempt to humiliate you, even in small ways. Maybe there is no one attempting to invalidate what you're feeling or what you're dreaming of. Maybe there's no one telling you that you are too much or that you can't do something when you just dreamed it up. Maybe the people that currently surround you are rooting for you, or they're just interested, like, oh wow, that's what you want to do? That's cool. Maybe they're just accepting of it. Maybe there aren't that many people around you right now. Maybe it's just you. And from that space, you're seeing how your inner voice doesn't critique you as much as this former friend used to. The gift is in noticing that the ways that you used to align with this person, the ways that they used to speak to you, are the ways that you used to speak to yourself. The gift is in recognizing and sitting with and moving through the world with the knowledge and the acknowledgement that you are healing, you have been healing, and you are so much kinder to yourself than ever before. That's a beautiful gift. A bittersweet and painful one, but a beautiful one nonetheless. We have the 10 of baskets and the 5 of coins again. There's a whole lot of disappointment that you may be feeling. Know that whatever it is that you've been envisioning of your life when it comes to community and when it comes to friendship, keep dreaming it up. Keep dreaming it up. There is nothing in this reading that says that your visions are problematic in any way. You know what you want. You know the types of energies that you want to surround yourself with. You know, you can see it. You can see it. Maybe you see it on TV shows that you love. Maybe you see it in your community with a good friend of yours who has people, who has, maybe it's family, maybe it's cousins, maybe it's chosen family. You've seen it before. You've seen glimpses. Maybe you've seen this in dreams or visions, glimpses of what it is that you desire for yourself. Hold that vision. Know that it can come to pass. We don't know how long it'll take, but we know that it'll come in just the right time, whatever that means for your journey. Let's pull an affirmation card for you as well. Allow. Let it all flow to you. Allow others to lead. Let go of control and expectations. Trust what is yours will always find you. So this is if you're, this pile, right, is for if you're choosing not to re-engage. Maybe the guidance that elders have told me about how life is long and sometimes people come back around. Maybe this is saying that in you allowing, in you letting go of control and expectations, that what is yours will find you. So if this particular former friend is meant to be on your future journey, they will find you where you go. You don't have to wait. This dream that you have of the community that you want, allow the people to find you. They will find you. You keep going along on your journey and rest and recharge. Take it easy today. Even in stillness, there is movement. So you got allow and you've got rest and recharge. I hope that this reading was supportive to you in what you're going through at this time. It's really hard to say goodbye to a friend, and it's hard in a way that not too many people talk about. I hope that you have spaces where you can talk about this, or I hope that this space, being a space where we are talking about it, has been supportive to you and has felt healing for your soul and your heart. I'm sending you lots of love and lots of good energy. If you were drawn to another pile in this reading, I will see you very soon. And if not, this is Ada Ad Astra, taking you from the moon and to the stars. And I will catch you in the future. Bye. Hey there, pile number 2. So you've chosen this pile because you are contemplating, or you already have chosen to re-engage with a former friend who you may be deciding to reconcile with. We've got the King of Coins. So I've intentionally spoken about this as you choosing to re-engage because oftentimes in the tarot community, people talk about, does the person miss you? Will the person come back? But my intention is for you to be at the center of your own narrative and of your own story. So this is, you are choosing to re-engage. First, let me say that it takes a lot of self-awareness, a lot of self-compassion, and a lot of love for another person to be able to be willing to do the type of healing work that you re-engaging, I think, says about what you want to do. We have the High Priestess. So this was probably a calling that you felt, an intuitive prompt that you felt to reconcile. Justice, there's something karmic in this relationship, and you understood in choosing to re-engage or in contemplating re-engaging, you understand that there's more to this connection than what meets the eye. The Page of Wands reversed. We have the World. So though you recognize that this is a karmic connection, what I'm also sensing is because of your mindset and your focus on being the leader in your own life and in your communities, what I'm seeing is, and you leading from your intuition, what I'm seeing is you're embracing the karma of the connection, and you're allowing yourself and this other person to complete the full cycle of the karma. Wow, this is beautiful. The Seven of Pentacles reversed. The Seven of Swords reversed. And the Four of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles. So this may be something that you're still workshopping, something that you're dreaming up, something that you're calling in. Maybe you've already started the conversations with this person, or you've already reached out. Just with all of this earth energy, I'm seeing a lot of tangible manifestations with these pentacles and coins. This was like a really deep pain. This was a really deep pain when this person left your life, or when you left their life, when you both chose in your own ways to disengage, to take a lot of space from one another. I can tell that this is someone who's very important to you, who has held a lot of influence in your life, someone that you've offered a lot of power in your life. And what I'm seeing as well is you not being in a rush to have this relationship be well and healed overnight. I'm seeing you accept that there is a divine timing to things, that there is an initiation process of sorts. I'm seeing you respect your timing, your inner rhythms, as well as this other person's timing as well. Maybe you reached out and you didn't receive a response, and this is part of the grief that you're sitting with. Maybe you've decided that if the person were to reach out to you, or if circumstances were to bring your paths, to let your paths cross again, whether because you have shared hobbies, living and moving in the same city, moving in the same friend circles, maybe you're sitting back and you're allowing for the connection to have a sense of reconciliation, but you've decided that if the time comes, when the time comes, that you're going to be as open and as present as you're capable of being at the time. And that's pretty dang dope. Because what I'm also seeing in terms of what is transforming within you, I'm seeing better boundaries. I'm seeing you recognizing your personal power. I'm seeing you being honest about what you're scared of when it comes to intimacy and depth. I'm seeing you invite another person into conversations about being scared as well. I'm seeing you move in a way that you're allowing yourself to take your time, and you're encouraging the other person to do so as well. I'm seeing you offer a lot of well wishes to this person. This may be somebody that you think about, you dream about, you pray for. And there's just a lot of contemplation, a lot of consideration I'm seeing, not only for this other person, but for you. So maybe before, it was really hard for you to consider yourself and to consider your needs and to know what it was that was important to you when you were engaging with this person. Maybe it was hard to connect to your intuition because maybe you were going through a hard time, maybe the other person was, maybe you both were. But there's just a lot of balance, opportunity for reciprocity, opportunity for mutual respect. You're able to state your boundaries and affirm your boundaries and reaffirm your boundaries when need be. You're able to be flexible with your boundaries as things change and as more things are revealed. I'm seeing you move in a very different way than you did before. I'm seeing you trust yourself at just a whole different level and not seek the validation of this person or really anyone beyond yourself, maybe beyond your guides. I'm seeing you ask once. Ask yourself, ask your guides, how do I feel about this? What was off about that? What do I need next time? You find the answer, you keep it moving. The Nine of Sticks, you're really guarding your boundaries. So maybe this relationship was codependent in the past. Maybe there were loose boundaries, or your boundaries or the other person's boundaries were very either non-existent or somewhat dysregulated. They just changed very often. You didn't know what to expect. Like we were saying before, maybe you were going through a hard time, maybe the other person was, maybe you both were, but you've been healing quite a bit. You've been looking within. This friendship ending has really catalyzed a lot of things for you, has really shown you where you've been impatient with yourself and your process, has really shown you the areas that you've self-sabotaged. And it's kind of humbling in a way. It's showing you that there's a lot that you don't know when it comes to relationship, when it comes to friendship, when it comes to intimacy. There's a lot that you don't know. But I'm not seeing a resistance to that. Yeah. I've got the sun, Big Mama. I'm seeing like an embracing of it. Like, yeah, I don't know everything, but you know what? I have a lot to offer from this place that I already am. Let's pull some affirmation cards for you. This is a really, really beautiful reading. Sweat it out. Get out of your head and into your body. Practice yoga. Exercise frees the mind. And keep being you. What others say or do is a reflection of them, not you. Don't take anything personally. It drains your energy. Wow. So, if you reached out or if you're considering reaching out and the person has not responded, or they responded in a way that you didn't expect or that didn't feel too good, your guidance is to keep being you and try really hard not to take it personally, because it's not a reflection of you how somebody else responds or chooses not to respond. What they say or what they don't say is not a reflection of you, it's a reflection of them. And if there's any regret that you're feeling, viewer, for how you showed up towards the end of the friendship, remember that you probably weren't doing too hot. Your friendship was ending. If the other person said some things that you really are having a hard time letting go of, remember they also were probably not doing too hot. It's time to get out of your head and into your body. Your body is likely housing some of this grief and this tension and this regret and this pain. Your body also houses your intuition. So, we will pause our reading here. I hope that it's offered something of substance to you. I hope that it has been heartwarming and nourishing. I just want to say again, it's really, really cool that you are open to or considering re-engaging with this former friend. I think it says a lot about who you are and a lot about who you're becoming. All right? This is Ada Ad Astra, taking you from the moon and to the stars. And I will catch you in the future. Stay tuned for our next reading because it's general for everyone. Hey there. So this is the general reading as it pertains to grief and what you might want to do with it in the meantime. Grief is a really hard feeling. There are a lot of feelings that are hard feelings. Grief is different though, because it shows up when it wants to, for as long as it wants to. It takes up a lot of your attention, a lot of your brain space. It influences how you feel in your body. And it stays for as long as it wants to, as a sensation, as emotion, as mental chatter. And then when it shifts, it usually shifts for a while and it comes back again another time. So grief is a very hard, not super fun amusement park ride that we all are on, every single one of us in some way or another. But especially for all of us who have had a friend break up recently. We have the 6 of coins, the 10 of coins, strength, Father of baskets, 10 of coins reversed, Wheel of fortune, 5 of wands, Ace of sticks, and the Mother of coins. All right, so first I just want to thank you, Spirit, for these cards, because none of these cards are negative. I'm trying not to view any card in the tarot as negative, actually, but I'm still on a journey, and none of these cards spark anything. None of these cards set off alarm bells, and I'm really grateful because the guidance, the hope that I had was to provide you with something uplifting and encouraging. I'm seeing a lot of reflecting on how far you've come, a lot of self-care, a lot of allowing yourself to sit and grieve and cry. I'm seeing you choose to pour your energy into something that you create, into something that you offer to other people, into something that you offer to yourself. It could be a journal entry, it could be a letter that you choose to write addressed to the person. Maybe you don't send it, but just to get it all out there. It could be having a personal spa day and taking a long bath and resting and watching movies and eating some of your favorite food and really just tending to yourself in a very deep way. What I'm seeing is guidance to not fight yourself, not fight what you're feeling, not resist how you're feeling. If you're feeling exhausted, see if you can go to bed a little earlier, or as soon as you're done with everything that you said you would do or that you gotta do, that you only do what you want to do after that. I'm seeing a lot of rest, and a lot of opportunities to reflect on what is going very well in your life. Reflect on the times that you miss having with that person. Let yourself be like, I miss my friend. oh, there was that time we went to that restaurant and we had the best time, or there was that time we went to that party, or there was that time that we had this one conversation that really taught me something so wonderful. There was that time we started to go deeper, and I learned so much about connection and love. You know, they say that what we resist persists. And sometimes for me, when I'm feeling really bad in terms of grief, it's because I'm not just saying to myself, I feel bad. I don't feel too hot. Mirror, as within, so without. Have compassion for yourself and others. Everything is a reflection. When we change, everything changes. Let it all go. Forgive yourself. Forgive others. Don't let pain, anger, or guilt control you. I agree to not let them control you. And one way to shift that power dynamic is to practice compassion with yourself, is to validate what you're feeling. If you're not doing okay, let someone know, let yourself know. There is no shame in having a hard time. There is no shame in needing to cry or to process or to talk about it. It's time to forgive yourself. It's time for me to forgive myself. It's time for you to forgive that person. It's time for me to forgive that person. I guess we get to learn about forgiveness and compassion and acceptance. I wish you luck on that journey. And I know that Spirit and our guides, your guides, my guides, are really going to support us. They're going to support us so much. I just know it. I just trust it so deeply. I hope that this reading offered you some upliftment and encouragement. I know for me, talking about it and doing this reading and just thinking about the people that it might touch and resonate for, I'm starting to feel like I have a little bit more community around this grief. You are not alone in it. Remember that. All right, this is Ada Ad Astra, taking you from the moon and to the stars. I will catch you in the future, and I'm sending you so much warmth, so much good energy. You're gonna get through it. You're gonna get through it. There's gonna be so much transformation for you and for your heart. We're gonna get through it. Ashe. Bye, y'all.